These are all such good questions. So the reason why we've ended up with elections in the past where someone can win the popular vote but lose the electoral college vote or whatever is not because of faithless electors. It's not because, let's say in 2016, there were delegates that were supposed to cast their vote for Hillary, but they switched to Trump. The issue is that the electoral college is a winner-take-all system. Let me explain. So let's take my state of Texas. I'm just going to make up numbers, but they're right-ish. And I'm going to simplify them so I don't have to do too much math. But let's say in 2016 that Trump won 55% of the vote in Texas and Hillary won 45% of the vote. That's millions of Texans who voted for Hillary, but Trump gets all the delegates. And same on the flip side. In California, let's say Hillary won California by 60%, Trump got 40% of the vote. That's millions of people who voted for Trump. They don't get any delegates. And so there's a few things that are happening. One is that all of a sudden swing states become just insanely important in modern elections. If you're Trump and you're looking at California and New York, you're like, it's gone. It's gone. Like, I'm not going to be able to win a majority of the vote. And so I won't get any electoral delegates. So there's no point even trying. And same thing in like really conservative states for the Democratic candidate. They want to focus all their time and attention on the swing states where the margins are so thin that you might need to just convince 20,000, 50,000 people to vote differently. And all of a sudden, the whole state goes to you and all those delegates go to you. Right? And that's what's happened in some of these elections. The second thing that's happening, ironically, is that liberals, especially people who tend to vote Democrat, are flocking all to the same states. They're flocking all to cities. And so they're sort of like overloading their voice in very liberal states. Like they're going to California, they're going to New York. This is a huge oversimplification. I live in Texas. That's very much a purple state. But so what's happening is you might have millions and millions and millions and millions of New Yorkers or Californians who vote, but like the percentage that a candidate wins that state by doesn't impact. They're just going to get the same amount of delegates no matter what. So if you have a candidate, and Trump has been really good at this, who can like barely edge out his opponent in certain swing states, who can go to places where it's like, I just need to win, 50.1% of the vote or whatever. And all of a sudden I get all this bang for my buck. I get way more delegates that come to me. That's how we end up in these situations like in 2000, like in 2016, whatever, where someone might get more individual votes like Hillary did in 2016, but whoever kind of plays the game better wins more electoral delegates and wins the presidency.